Chinese satellite exposes U.S. military moves in Middle East, again. In a world where secrets are currency, the skies have become the newest battleground for information. This is not just another leak, it's a wake-up call for global security. The sky is no longer a safe cover for secret missions. Advanced satellites now pierce through clouds and darkness, capturing every movement on the ground below. This week, a Chinese satellite company released new, crystal-clear images of U.S. military operations in the Middle East, revealing details once thought impossible to obtain without being on the ground. It is the third time in just a few weeks that these pictures have shocked the world, sending ripples through governments, militaries, and newsrooms everywhere. People everywhere are asking, is anything secret anymore? The line between classified and public information is blurring faster than ever before. For years, military bases in the deserts of Qatar, Saudi Arabia and Jordan were hidden from the public eye, their locations and activities shrouded in mystery and protected by layers of security. Only special government agencies and top intelligence officials could see what was happening behind those high fences, relying on their own satellites and surveillance to keep tabs on global threats. Now, with one press release and a few clicks, the world can see American tanks, planes and troops preparing for action, images that once would have been locked away in classified files. These images have caused a stir in cities and capitals across the globe, sparking debates among politicians, military leaders, and ordinary citizens alike. Some people are excited by the new openness, believing it could lead to greater accountability and peace, while others worry about growing risks, espionage, and the potential for conflict. Will this new transparency bring peace, or will it lead to more conflict? As the world watches, only time will tell if these revelations will unite nations or drive them further apart. The company behind the images is a leading Chinese satellite operator. Their satellites orbit high above the Earth, capturing detailed photos day and night. In the last month, they have published 3 sets of high-resolution pictures showing where and how the U.S. military is moving in the Middle East. Each time, the images have been sharper and clearer. The latest batch makes it possible for almost anyone to see exactly what is happening at U.S. bases thousands of miles away. The satellites can spot large aircraft, tanks, trucks, and even groups of soldiers. This kind of detail was once only available to superpowers with huge intelligence budgets. Now, thanks to commercial technology, the public can see almost as much as top military officials. The result? More people than ever are watching and worrying about what comes next. The first set of images focused on Al Udeid Air Base in Qatar, a site that has become a symbol of American military presence in the Gulf region. This is the largest U.S. military base in the region, sprawling across the desert and serving as a critical hub for operations throughout the Middle East. The photos showed dozens of planes, including bombers and cargo aircraft, lined up on the tarmac, ready for deployment at a moment's notice. The sheer number and variety of aircraft highlight the strategic importance of this base. Trucks and shelters could also be seen, clearly marked in the desert sun. These support vehicles and temporary structures are essential for daily operations, maintenance, and logistics, painting a picture of a base that is always on alert. Next, the satellites turn to Saudi Arabia, another key ally in the region and a major staging ground for U.S. and coalition forces. Here, they captured images of American Patriot missile batteries and supply convoys, revealing the advanced defensive systems in place to protect both personnel and assets from potential threats. The photos revealed not just vehicles but also the layout of the camp, fueling new debates about U.S. military strategy. The arrangement of tents, supply depots, and defensive positions offers rare insight into how these bases are organized for both efficiency and security. Finally, the latest release zoomed in on Jordan, a country that quietly hosts American forces and plays a strategic role in regional stability. Tanks, helicopters, and armored vehicles were all visible, assembled in neat rows. This display of military hardware underscores the readiness and capability of U.S. and allied forces stationed there. Some experts say these images could help anyone, friend or foe, understand how the U.S. military operates in the region. The unprecedented level of detail raises concerns about operational security and the potential risks of such transparency. By showing these 3 key locations, the Chinese company has given the world an inside view of American power in the Middle East, sparking conversations about surveillance, intelligence, and the shifting balance of power. The message is clear: nothing is truly hidden anymore. In an age of advanced satellites and global surveillance, even the most secure military installations are now visible to the world. This level of transparency is something new. In the past, military planners counted on secrecy, They built bases in remote areas, far from roads and cities, hoping to hide their moves from enemies. Today, commercial satellites can follow every step. Anyone with an internet connection can now see what once only spies saw. Maps and images are shared on social media within hours of being taken. Journalists and regular people are able to study these photos and ask tough questions. This openness changes everything. Military officials must now plan as if the whole world is watching. Public debates about safety and strategy happen in real time. Privacy, once a guarantee for armies, is now a big question mark. For citizens and leaders alike, these new images offer a chance to see the truth, but they also create new dangers, as sensitive information becomes available to everyone. The reactions to these newly leaked satellite images have been swift, intense, and, as you might expect, pretty mixed across the globe. The images have sparked a wave of debate and speculation, with people everywhere trying to make sense of what they're seeing and what it could mean for the future. In the Middle East, there's a palpable sense of curiosity in the air. People are glued to their screens, eager to analyze every detail and share their thoughts with friends and family. For many, these images are more than just news. They're a window into the realities that have long been whispered about. Some folks say the pictures finally confirm what they've always suspected, that foreign armies are not just present, but actively operating in their countries. For them, the images are proof that outside forces are shaping events on the ground, often behind the scenes. But not everyone is just curious. There's also a deep sense of worry. Many people are anxious about what these revelations could mean for their safety and stability. The uncertainty is unsettling, and families are left wondering how this new information might affect their daily lives. Governments across the region are responding with heightened caution. Security briefings are becoming more frequent, and officials are scrambling to assess the potential risks these leaks pose to national security. The United States in particular has voiced serious concern. Officials warn that the release of these images could put American soldiers and allies in harm's way, making them more vulnerable to attacks or ambushes. Military leaders stress that revealing troop movements and base locations could give adversaries a dangerous advantage. Meanwhile, Iran has also issued a strong response, closely monitoring the situation and holding press conferences to address the developments. Some Iranian officials claim the images are clear evidence that the United States is preparing for further military action in the region, fueling suspicions and heightening tensions. Others are using the photos as ammunition to criticize American influence, arguing that the images expose a pattern of interference and control that has long been resented by many in the region. Around the world, people are watching closely, waiting to see how governments and military leaders will respond. The uncertainty has everyone on edge, as the implications of these leaks continue to unfold. This powerful mix of curiosity and caution really highlights just how significant these images have become. They're not just sparking conversations, they're influencing decisions at the highest levels. In the end, these satellite photos are far more than just pictures from space. They've become political tools, shaping public opinion, fueling debates, and even guiding government policy in ways that few could have predicted. Open-source satellite data is, honestly, changing the way we think about security. Before, only governments controlled the skies. Now companies and even individuals can get high-resolution images of almost any place on Earth. This shift means that secrets are, well, harder to keep. Activists, journalists, and even rival militaries can use these images to track troop movements and study new weapons. The public can join discussions about wars and peace in real time. For military planners, this creates new headaches. They must find new ways to hide or protect their forces. Camouflage and deception are no longer enough. Every move must be made with the knowledge that someone, somewhere, is watching. At the same time, this new access to information can help build trust. When people see what is really happening, rumors and lies are harder to spread. But the risk of misunderstandings is always present. China is not just the messenger in this story. By releasing these images, Chinese companies show their technological strength. Their satellites are among the best in the world. This puts China at the center of a new kind of global information race. China also plays a diplomatic game. By sharing these images, it can influence debates and negotiations in the Middle East. Some experts say China is positioning itself as a broker, a country that can watch, report, and even help mediate between rivals. In the past, the United States was the main outside power in the region. Now China is making its presence felt, both in space and on the ground. Its technology and diplomacy are changing the balance, but this new role brings risks. If China is seen as taking sides, it could become a target for criticism or worse. For now though, it is clear. China's satellites have everyone's attention. The impact of these images is double-edged. On one side, transparency can help keep leaders honest. When everyone can see what is happening, it is harder to hide dangerous actions. This could make war less likely, as surprises become impossible. On the other side, too much visibility can create new dangers. Enemies can use these images to plan attacks. Civilians may panic if they see tanks or missiles moving nearby. Diplomats may find it harder to negotiate in public view. Security experts warn that the balance between openness and secrecy is fragile. Too much of either can be risky. As technology spreads, everyone must learn new ways to protect people and prevent misunderstandings. For ordinary people, this new era is confusing, but important. They have a front-row seat to events that once happened in the shadows. The challenge is learning how to use this power wisely. As satellites make the world more visible, big questions remain. Will this new transparency lead to more peace, or just more tension? Can open images build trust between countries, or will they create new reasons for conflict? Some experts say that when people see the truth, they are less likely to support war. Others worry that too much information can make leaders nervous and quick to act. The answer is not clear. One thing is certain: the sky is no longer a secret place. Satellites, smartphones, and the internet have changed how we see the world. The next chapter in the Middle East and beyond will be written under this new, open sky. The world is watching. The future will depend on how wisely we use this new power to see and to be seen.